what exactly pushes us to doing the opposite of what makes someone else's journey easier when we actually have the opportunity, strength, grace, resources, and time too? What exactly? So hi there, welcome on here. If this is your very first time on here, you're welcome here. I hope you stay connected. I hope you get inspired the very best way you can. So I guess I should just introduce myself. So yes, I'm Gloria Awole. I'm a Christian, and my faith influences other spheres I'm privileged to occupy. I'm a doctor, a practicing medical doctor who is very much interested about holistic living and health. I'm also a fashion enthusiast and a personal development enthusiast. I'm a blogger and of course I'm a YouTuber. So you're welcome once again. So what do we have for today? In the spirit of the season, I would like to talk to us about love. So what about love? What about love? What about love? So yeah, I traveled on one of the days during my house job in the year 2019, and my mom had made this fluffy bean cake, akara, and ogi, this Saturday morning. And as I dropped the plate, I was done with the food. I dropped the plate in the kitchen. I turned back to leave for my room. I was questioned from within, like, oh, if you were in the house officer's lodge, you would have, rinsed the bowl so the leftover, doesn't get hardened by the time you are really, really ready to do a thorough washing. Is the herbs help an animal? And that just made me to turn back to do the needful. Again, some years back, while I was attending to a patient, there were blood spills on the floor, and as soon as I was done, I informed the nurse on duty to inform the attendants so they could come clean up the mess. But I was immediately questioned from within again that you can as well use the wet swab, to clean up the floor so it doesn't get stuck. And that I had to do. I know some doctors might have reservations about this. That's alright, no problem. Another story again. I was a guy, I just resumed my call at 7 p.m., after a busy day. And the doctor I was taking over from, informed me of a procedure that I was to do for 4 different pregnant patients. When she told me about the procedure, I giggled, finishing off with, okay, no problem, I would start off as soon as the generator is turned on. That was followed by a moment of silence that had me wondering as the nurses were smiling at me. So I had to ask, like, why are you people smiling? And I was cut off by my colleague's reply, who told me she had done 2 out of the 4 procedures already. I was like, oh, and I was just excited because she had relieved me of so much burden in a way. So why have I decided to share all those lessons? It was to drive home this lesson that there is no dignity in making life hard for people coming behind you. I have intentionally shared those 3 stories, not involving, immediate family members, to also drive in the lesson that love shouldn't be confined or restricted to, parents, friends, children, your spouse, and all of those intimate relationships. They actually quilt, mindful, thoughtful, and interesting ways we can make the world better with the fragrance of love. For example, let's say you're a nurse. As a day duty nurse, you can actually get enough supplies for those coming at night so they won't be stranded. You can as well, call the other person to take a different route if you are stuck in traffic on a particular route. You can charge your colleague's phone as soon as the light comes on in his or absence. You can, compliment someone and, light up the room. Let them know that they matter. You can check on your church member, who is been missing in action. You can give someone heads up and details about an interview, a difficult boss, or an exam. Don't hoard all the insights you have. Share resources to make the journey of the next person easier. There's a reason you've gone ahead of those coming after you. You actually should be of benefit to them. So, what exactly pushes us to doing the opposite of what makes someone else's journey easier when we actually have the opportunity, strength, grace, resources, and time too? What exactly? Is it sense of superiority? Is it envy or jealousy? Is it unhealthy competitions? Is it retaliation? Whatever the case might be, that's not the best we can be. That's not good enough. Love actually requires no special talent to exude. No one is resistant to love. This is a virtue which has no excesses. The world needs more of it. If you say you're a Christian, how can we say we love God and treat His own express image with disdain? How can we confess that we are spiritual and we allow our status, our position to strip us of the very essence of living? Love is the nature of God. God understood this and spent it as a currency, giving us His only Son Jesus for you and for me. Love, that doesn't stem from the understanding and the acceptance of God's love and Jesus' sacrifice actually will be burnt and cannot save beyond here and now. So why don't you embrace His love today? His arms are wide open. If you have been blessed by this, please do not hesitate to share this with some other people. Please don't also forget to click on the like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.